the majority of France would legalize recreational cannabis.
Here's a summary of the article.
Just days after a French MP called for cannabis reforms, and even a referendum in France, the results of a government online survey on the subject are in. The data shows that the majority of respondents would support the legalization of recreational cannabis in the country. Over 85% of those surveyed believe that individuals should be permitted to grow a proscribed limit of cannabis for personal use. Less than 1% of respondents believe that legislation around cannabis should stay as it is. Reacting to the results, LREM MP Caroline Janvier said, "We now know that the legalization of cannabis is no longer a taboo in France and that our fellow citizens are observing the ineffectiveness of the current legislation in the matter." Jean-Baptiste Moreau, MP for Creuse and the head of a parliamentary commission on the use of recreational cannabis, said he thought legalizing adult use of the drug could be a possibility in France. Recent data reveals that France has the joint highest cannabis usage rate in Europe, tying with Spain, with 11% of the population believed to use cannabis.
This post received a score of 37,000, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
We for weed.
Weed.
Ode. This is becoming the norm quickly. Anyone have any theories as to why opinion on weed is changing so quickly?
A few countries have gone through with legalizing and homicide didn't skyrocket. It's hard to argue against it when nothing bad happens when it's legalized. US talking about it is influential to other countries and every country is looking for some extra tax money right now. What do you think?
It's taxes. We have thousands of years, before prohibition, of evidence it is not the horrible drug the governments lied about.
Oklahomans voted it medically legal even when the state government didn't want it. Basically they thought it wouldn't have a snowball's chance in hell of passing, so they put it on the ballot and lo and behold, it did. Then they tried to rewrite the rules a whole bunch, and continued to. The tax revenue from it has been amazing so far. The OMMA only needs $25 million a year for their budget and we are well over $100+ million in taxes since legalizing. I think the tax revenue alone really turned our politicians around on it.
I really wish alcohol had been illegal instead. Then I'd just be a casual smoker rather than an alcoholic. Though of course that would simply have resulted in bootleg booze, much of it probably poisonous.
We actually had that. It was called prohibition and led to a lot of alcohol running gangs and violence and people making illegal alcohol and getting sick.
Honestly, if you ban anything that can help people have fun or forget their life for a bit, you can be damn sure people will keep doing it anyway.
Fucking hurry up UK.
The funny thing about that is the UK grows and exports some of the best medical cannabis in the world.
Even funnier, if you are one of the few UK patients lucky enough to obtain a monthly MMJ prescription, you have to wait 6 weeks for it to be imported from the Netherlands.
World beaters, we are. Thump's desk.
In California, we can go to the dispensary, similar to an Apple store but cannabis-oriented, or get it delivered via an app. If you schedule it right, the food delivery arrives 30 minutes afterwards.
In Nebraska we can go to jail for trying to not have my fucking back hurt. Thumbs up.
Just load up on opioids and alcohol like a good little consumer and run along.
Oh, you stubbed your toe? Here's 100 Vicodin pills to get you addicted. After that you can just start taking heroin.
Can't find any heroin. I hear if you mix Xanax and OxyContin you can get pretty close. Try not to OD though. Those ambulance trips can be pricey, let alone a room. Matter of fact, funerals are a lot cheaper.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.